If the video touches your heart, give it a like, and if you are new to this channel, please stay tuned by subscribing the channel. Thanks everyone. Just like moons and like suns, with certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. You may write me down in history, with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines, digging in my own backyard. I am a woman, phenomenal woman, that's me. Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise, up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide, leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. I've learned that even when I have pains, I don't have to be one. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to arrive, and that's the beauty of life. You alone are enough, you have nothing to prove to anyone, just be yourself and let your true self run. I've learned that you should always leave loved ones with loving words. It may be the last time you see them, and that's just absurd. Prejudice is a burden that confuses the past, threatens the future, and renders the present inaccessible. It's a weight that doesn't last. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must rise above and not be seated. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. I've learned that you can tell a lot about a person by the way she handles these three things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas tree lights. The first time someone shows you who they are, believe them, and don't ignore the signs, don't be blind. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must keep fighting and never be depleted. If you're always trying to be normal, you will never know how amazing you can be, and that's a tragedy, don't you see? Life is not measured by the number of breaths you take, but by the moments that take your breath away. Don't mistake. I've learned that making a living is not the same thing as making a life, so take time to enjoy the journey and reduce the strife. Success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it too, and that's the key to being true. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must keep moving forward, as we're not dejected. I've learned that you shouldn't go through life with a catcher's mitt on both hands. You need to be able to throw something back, take a stand. Love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. Let it out and don't hide, for it's okay to cry. If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must find a way to keep going and keep growing. We need much less than we think we need. We just need someone to love us, and that's all we need to be fulfilled indeed. Courage is the most important of all the virtues, because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently, so let it shine through you resolutely. You may not control all the events that happen to you, but you can decide not to be reduced by them, and that's where your power comes through, so be strong and true. I've learned that whenever I decide something with an open heart, I usually make the right decision, so don't be afraid to start, just trust your intuition. Success is not how much money you make, it's the difference you make in people's lives, and that's where true happiness derives, so let kindness thrive. You can only become truly accomplished at something you love. Don't make money your goal, instead pursue the things you love whole, and your success will unfold. Nothing can dim the light which shines from within. It's a force that's always there, just waiting to begin, so let it shine and share. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must find a way to keep rising and keep surprising. I've learned that you can tell a lot about a person by the way she handles these three things: a rainy day, lost luggage, and tangled Christmas tree lights. We are all human beings, and none of us is more important than another, so let's treat each other with love and care, and always be fair. I've learned that no matter what happens, or how bad it seems today, life does go on, and it will be better tomorrow in its own way. We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated. We must stand tall and proud, and not let our spirit be cowed. We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to arrive, and that's the beauty of life. I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. If you have only one smile in you, give it to the people you love. Don't be afraid to show your love, and rise above. You alone are enough, you have nothing to prove to anybody. Embrace your true self, and live your life fully. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't waste your time on lies, and let go of the ties. The first time someone shows you who they are, believe them. The second time, look the other way, and the third time, walk away. I've learned that making a living is not the same as making a life. So pursue your passions and dreams, and let your inner light beam. We can learn to see each other and see ourselves in each other, and recognize that human beings are more alike than we are unalike, so let love and understanding thrive, and let prejudice and hate die. I've learned that you should never tell a child that their dreams are unlikely or outlandish. Nothing is more limiting than telling a child that they can't do something, so let them spread their wings and take flight, and watch them soar to new heights. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats, so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it whole. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end.